Since we lost our 10-year-old daughter to brain cancer, I have realized that I'm not always allowed to see what the bigger picture is or to understand why we're doing things when we're doing it. This is a fun story that's a great example of that. So like 5 years ago, we started feeling super nudged towards something that we ended up calling 411. We didn't even know what it was. We just knew that our daughter across the veil was putting these ideas and these feelings in our heart, and we knew that we were going to do something to honor her. We just didn't know what it was. But the moment that we realized it was going to be called 411, we started seeing 411s everywhere, and we knew that that was the sign that we were supposed to keep going and we were supposed to launch this thing called 411. So all of a sudden I was just like, now, like today is the day. And we launched it on November 1st of 2023. Right after I hit that launch button, I was like, what was I thinking? Because days really mean something to me now. Like there's special meaning behind things and special meaning with our daughter. And I just felt like I really missed the boat because the day before is October 31st. And Kenadie loved Halloween. It was one of her favorite days of the year. So that would have been special. And then I was like, wait, maybe November 1st is Day of the Dead, which isn't something that I've celebrated, but I understand the importance and the meaning behind it because you're celebrating your ancestors across the veil. So I checked my calendar on my phone and it says that Day of the Dead is November 2nd. So I was like, we missed that too. And then November 3rd is the anniversary of the first time that we went on a date when we were like 19 years old. So that would have been a fun day. And then November 4th is 411 backwards. So in this week's time, there were all these special days and I felt nudged on November 1st, which meant nothing to me, to launch it. And I was like, Shane, I really missed the boat here. And I was kind of bummed. And he was like, I think you need to let that go because it is what it is, right? So anyways, that night we're sitting around the dinner table and Mila, our daughter, brings up that today is called Dia de los Angelitos. I was like, what is that? I've never heard of it before. And she goes, it's the Day of the Little Angels. So it turns out, which I had no clue about any of this, that there's 2 days for the Day of the Dead celebration. And the first day is to celebrate the children that have crossed over in your life and in your family. And it was just extra special because I didn't Google Day of the Dead because I would have learned all that myself. So I was able to find out from Mila. I just felt like Kenadie nudged her to share that with us at dinner time. And I was like, oh, that's why she nudged me to launch it on this day. So just keep following along with 411 and we're going to share everything that we've learned in the last almost 8 years since our daughter passed. So thanks so much for being here.